To make these raspberry Linzer heart cookies, you are going to need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 2 sticks of unsalted butter, 1 egg yolk, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 2/3 cup plus 3 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar, and 2/3 cup of raspberry jam. In a bowl, beat together the butter and 2/3 cup of sugar until it's fluffy. Then add the egg yolk and vanilla extract, and finally the flour and salt. At this point, it's much easier to use your hands to form the dough, and once your dough is formed, you want to split it into 2 even discs. Then wrap each disc in plastic wrap and put them in the fridge for 5 minutes. On a floured surface, roll out the chilled dough to a 1/8 inch thickness. To cut out the cookies, you'll need 2 heart-shaped cookie cutters, one smaller than the other. First, cut out all the heart cookies and remove the excess dough. Then, with the smaller heart, you want to cut out windows on half the amount of cookies that you make. Next, using a spatula, you want to carefully transfer the cookies onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake these at 325 for 10 minutes until the edges are golden. You want to bake these in batches, so while one is in the oven, you can work on making the rest of the cookies. After the cookies have completely cooled, spread jam on a whole heart and top it off with a cutout cookie. Finally, sift the remaining sugar onto all the cookies, and I used a tea infuser to do this, and it worked out better than I expected. Now you have these lovely heart cookies, and you can either wrap them up in a cute treat bag like this one, or you can put them in a paper milk carton. I found these at Michael's and thought they were much adorable, so all I did was assemble the carton and line it with some wax paper and put the cookies inside. For the finishing touch, I wrapped the carton in twine and added a tag. And there you have it, a super cute gift. To make this You're a Sweet Tea gift, you're going to need a blank ceramic mug and oil-based markers. Next part is pretty self-explanatory. You just write "You're a sweet tea" or "You're a cute tea," something fun, a play on words, and you want to bake this at 350 for 30 minutes. To make the tea, you will need needle and thread, tea bags, scissors, a folded piece of paper, cardstock, a fine point marker, a glue stick, and a stapler. First, open the tea bag and pour the loose leaf tea onto the piece of paper. Then, with a pencil, draw a heart onto the tea bag bigger than you intend to make it. Now stitch all around the heart, careful not to stitch directly onto the line that you drew, and you want to stop about here in order to leave a small opening for the tea to go in. Also, trim off any excess, including the line that you drew. Now fold the piece of paper and carefully pour the tea into the bag and finish up stitching. Add a string to the tea bag and make a card out of the cardstock and attach it to the end of the string. Lastly, put the tea bag in a cute paper bag and staple it shut. And now you have these very personalized heart-shaped tea bags. Put the tea bags inside the mug and wrap it up. And now it's ready to be gifted. To make this cute as a button gift, you'll need to make a bracelet, and for that you'll need buttons, seed beads, scissors, and clear elastic cord. First, cut the cord to be bigger than your wrist, and tie a bead to one end of the cord and tape it down. Now simply thread the cord through one hole of the button, add a bead, and continue threading through the second hole of the button, and that's it. Also, be sure to turn over every other button so that they overlap. Keep in mind the number of buttons you need varies on how big or small you make your bracelet, and I also went back and added a big button. Once you're done adding buttons, simply tie a loop on the end and you're finished.
Happy is the heart that still feels pain.
To make peanut butter button cookies, you'll need 1 1/4 cups flour, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of peanut butter, half a cup of butter, 1 egg, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. In a bowl, mix together the butter, peanut butter, sugars, egg, and vanilla extract.
But he wants to be loved. Oh,
Then add the flour and baking soda.
oh, oh. Everybody,
Once your dough is formed, you can now roll them into little dough balls and place them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I used a tea light candle holder as reference to make them all the same size. Bake these at 375 for 10 to 12 minutes. Immediately after baking, take a bottle cap and quickly press down on the center of each cookie to form a button. Using a straw, poke 2 or 4 holes into each cookie. To package them, I decided to string them together with twine and put them in a paper milk carton lined with wax paper. Finally, I decided to wrap the carton with more twine, and I also made a little card that I attached with the button bracelet. And here's a gift for someone as cute as a button.